Reinhold Deisenhofer says getting around isn't always easy in another country. Buses and trains are cheap and good for the environment, but not always very comfortable. And in some places, they might not be so safe. Taxis are expensive, and rental cars have another problem. You have to park them somewhere. In big cities like Los Angeles and New York, parking fees are extremely high, making car rental even more expensive. We're in San Francisco to test an app that's already been a success in Germany. It's called DriveNow. The app shows you where the nearest available car is and how long it takes to walk there. You can reserve it by tapping an icon, then go to the car, unlock it, get in, and drive away. Time to see if this German app works in America. It's a few minutes' walk to the car Reinhold has reserved. 8 minutes later, it's right there, the BMW 1 Series Active E. You hold up the customer card to the reader, and then the journey begins. The first 30 minutes cost $12. Each additional minute is 32 cents. A full day costs $60.
Compared to a taxi, DriveNow is very affordable. So a trip from downtown San Francisco to the airport would cost half as much in a DriveNow car as it would cost in a taxi.
We take advantage of the competitive price to do a bit of sightseeing, and the 160-kilometer range of the Active E is more than enough. The electric motor uses more power going uphill, but recuperates it going downhill, like on the famous Lombard Street. But what if we want to park the car? There's a special app called Park Now. He says the app doesn't just give you the address where the car is parked, but also tells you how to get there. And that's better than certain others that only list the address, and then you discover the entrance is at the back of the building, on a different street, where others are already looking for a parking space. That takes a lot of time, and is also bad for the environment. We can not only find parking spaces with the app, we can also reserve them directly just by tapping an icon.
Parking is definitely a pain point that everybody speaks to in San Francisco, and unfortunately, there has been no solution because the parking industry has not been able to create a marketplace. So Park Now, when it came onto the scene, has really created an opportunity to create a marketplace where the consumer can now have visibility to the parking, which is usually opaqued by the private operator. And now with the onset of our new partners, we also provide the on-street parking as well as the off-street parking.
But it's not time to park yet. We instead take a trip across the Golden Gate Bridge to the countryside on the other side of San Francisco Bay. The daily rate of $60 includes 300 kilometers, and the battery still has plenty of charge. Reinhold says the BMW Active E drives like a normal car. The recuperative braking might take some getting used to at first, but you'll soon be happy to see each time it adds a kilometer to the car's range. The DriveNow app also works without any problems. You just open it up, find a car, book it, unlock it, use it, stop it, lock it, and that's all, even in another country.